Hello to everyone and welcome to this new workshop session. Um, I am Uriel Tejero. Currently, I am a developer here at Octana, and today I'm going to show you how I built a connected system using MuleSoft, Salesforce, and Epic integration. This is a session more practical where I'm going to show you and share with you all the resources that I use to build this integration with Salesforce and MuleSoft. And well, so let's go start with the agenda for this workshop. At the beginning, I'm going to introduce you into into the tools that I use to develop this integration. Also, I'm going to teach you an important keywords that are really useful that every one of you know before to introduce more into this integration. Later during the workshop, I'm going to show you the integration model and how are all the system connected between them. Also, we are going to see an user story in where that I developed for this workshop. And finally, I'm going to share with you all the resources that I use it for the development of this application. So let's go start with the workshop. Well, for the introduction, this this integration it's really crucial also to have a seamless to have all the system in a seamless integration. It's crucial because in the Health Cloud org we are handling the patient data. So it's really important to have an efficient patient data management. And I will provide you with the knowledge about how to create an integration solution that connects with one of the most important leading systems on USA, that is Epic. And this is the leading electronic health record used by almost all the clinicals on USA with the Salesforce Health Cloud. And through this integration, we are going to explore the power of the integration and how combining Epic system and Health Cloud can revolutionize the healthcare management. This is the really interesting about these systems. In the section of keywords, continuing with the workshop, I have the Health Cloud Salesforce that if any of you have been heard before about this org, it's a package that Salesforce offers to the healthcare, and the primary objective is to keep all the patient information in one place. So in this way, it's going to help to the health workers to have a complete view of the patient records, and it also provide effective treatments. Also, one another keyword is the FHIR, that also it's known as Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources. That is just an industry standard for exchanging healthcare data securely and efficiently, and it's one of the standard that Salesforce Health Cloud manage inside their data modeling. Another keyword is the Epic system that, as I previous mentioned, it's a leading electronic health record platform used by healthcare organizations to store and manage patient information. This platform allows to clinical to realize and extend their patient information with different external systems. So in this way, the the all the records is an all-encompassing system that manage the patient's healthcare information through multiple systems. And finally, well, it's MuleSoft that it's a tool, a software that Salesforce offered for an advanced integration platform that simplifies connecting system, application, and data sources for a seamless integration. It's also to mention, well, it's also important to mention that MuleSoft is the recommended by the Salesforce team to use as middleware with Health Cloud and well, with also another industry orgs that Salesforce offer to their clients. So continue continue with the agenda. The next section it's the integration model, and I want that every one of you understand looks uh, the how looks the Health Cloud org after we realize well after we make all the integration with Salesforce and and MuleSoft. And as you can see on the screen, there is the FHIR standard that I mentioned, but it's also I'm going to let you know that also exists another standard that it's called Health Level and 7 that Health Cloud also it's has compatibility, and this is another standard of information that allows to work with another clinical data information like the admissions and reception from the patients at the moment that they come to the clinical. So it's just important that you understand that both standard information data handles different type of data. So the FHIR it's more focused into the patient data. And also exists another system that Oracle offer that is called Cerner. And the most popular is the Epic system, and that is the one that I come to show you. And also it's the one that I connected with the Health Clouds from Salesforce. And as you can see in the screen, MuleSoft is the preferred to to use as middleware to connect between all these systems. In the user story section, I I develop a user history. The first one is it's that as a call center user, I want to be able to search for patients' information that is stored in EHR so that I can access to external information from Salesforce. So basically, I what I realized it's to what I did is to implement a complement that Salesforce offered to Health Cloud orgs in order to connect with the Epic systems, and it's a Lightning Web component that we are going to connect with the external system called Epic in order to fetch the data from the patient inside the Salesforce org without the need to go to an external tab and search on another systems. So in this way, we can access through all the information just on Salesforce. The criteria acceptance for this user story is that the call center user is able to search for a patient from the Salesforce Health Cloud console using the criteria that you can see on the screen, and a list of results that matches with the search criteria is presented to the call center user. If not results are found according to the criteria, a message is present to the call center user saying that the patient does not exist in Epic system. So for that, I'm going to show you to share with you my screen. Uh, And well, this is the this is the Lightning Web component that I implemented on the Health Cloud org. And it's important that you can see that these are the criteria filter that offered to us to search on external system. So we can search for medical record number that I got one. And if we click on the search button, it's going to tell to us that we found this patient in Epic. And like like I told you before, what this does behind the scenes, it's to look up for the patient information on the Epic systems. So this data patient, it's important to to tell you that it's just for demo purposes. This is not real data, and that is why there is a lot of people that has the same medical record number. But it's important to remember that it's just because of that. And the here the if we click start over, we can search for, well, if I search my name, well, it doesn't appear obviously because so here tell to us the no match found. Would you like to create the patient in Epic? And that is the other user story that I want to share with you, that as a call center user, I want to be able to create a new patient record so that I can add a patient that doesn't exist yet into the Salesforce and the EHR systems. And here the criteria acceptance is that the call center user can create a new patient only if no matching results are present through the search. The call center user should be able to fill in the following information. And finally, the call center is able to save the patient information on Salesforce. So if the call center user, after he search the the information from the patient and it's not found on the Epic system, ideally, if he's on the call during the call, it's going to register to this patient in order to sync with the Epic system. So the idea is that also Salesforce helps to get sync all the data information through external system, no matter what. So in this way, we could click here yes, and here we are going the call center user. It's going to ask for all the information from the patient. So here I'm just going to fill with for demo purposes. Uh, and after he click next, ideally the patient will be saved on the back end of the Epic system. So here it's going to show you an error, obviously, because, well, this is just for demo purposes, and we don't have real credentials on the Epic systems. Uh, but to let you know that you can that we can request just the to test how work the Epic API, and I'm going to show you just that. And that is what I want to share with you in this workshop also, how the different tools that I use to develop this. So one of them was one of them was the Anypoint Studio, and here in Anypoint we can we can download the template that that Salesforce offered to us to work with Epic systems. So to do this, we are going to log in with our credentials. on any point, and we are going to click here on a new, and we can start a new project from template. So here it's going to ask or credential from any point that any of you can can sign up and get a trial for 3 days. And after we log in successful, we can search for this template, and here we are going to search for health. Here on health, we are going to see this one that is called Health Cloud Administration System API. And it's important to us to also to save this setup guide, because the MuleSoft team provide to us all the prerequisites that we are going to need in order to connect with our Salesforce and also with the external system. There is also here a prerequisite setup instruction that we can access. Sorry, got lost. And after we got it, we are going just to open it. Yes, Johannes.
Yes, we just a quick question. I see that you're using JSON Web Token. So you set it up on the org side as a connected app. Would that be correct?
um, can you repeat, please?
Yes. I see that you're using JWT, JSON Web Token.
Yes.
So it looks like you set this MuleSoft connection on the side of the Salesforce org as a connected app. Is that correct?
Yes, on the Salesforce. Yes, I am going to present also now the side of from Salesforce, but just for demo purposes, I the in the only what I worked with the JWT was with the Epic system, and well, I'm not just about to share that with you. Let me.
Okay. Thank you very much.
But but at the beginning, I wanted to share just how you are going to load the template on your Anypoint Studio, and after this, you are going to be able also to have this template and connect in an easy way with your Salesforce from Health Cloud. And here on, well, it's important that you know that also we need to know something about MuleSoft development, since we are going to replace here our credentials with with the one that we create. And also I am using an open source endpoint in order to fetch demo data information from patients, since the Epic application that I create just comes empty, and the only that offered to us it's just to do this JWT uh, authorization. So after we replace all our data on the template that MuleSoft offered to us, we can move through, sorry, to close this, we can move with the site from Salesforce. And here on Salesforce, as you mentioned, we need to create also a connected app. The one that I create, it's well. Let me realize this. Yeah, we are not going to create it through this menu on Salesforce. Instead of that, when we are handling with Health Cloud or any industry, there is a feature called integration setup that I got open it. That is this one, and from here we are going to be able to connect with our instance on MuleSoft. I realized I did the connected app on MuleSoft. I got it right here. And as you can see here, they're also offered to us some assets in order to test. um, and here it's going to ask to us the JSON Web Token that you mentioned. And the only that we need to do is to click here on Enable, and we are going to be able to create a new instance inside this Salesforce, and Salesforce is going to handle also all the behind the scene connection with the external system. So just to show you this, okay. Now that we got here in the resources, I share with you the FHIR page website that we can log in. Epic on FHIR. Let me load. And here we are going to create our application. I'm following the MuleSoft guide that also it's here. Let me share with you. Here is the section from prerequisites that I previously mentioned. And following this guide, you are going to be able to create and get that JWT uh, token. And in this way, we are going to load this information in this section. So just to make you understand that where I did the integration between this way from Salesforce and also on Anypoint Studio. I did it manually, modifying the template since, as you mentioned, there is a JW token validation and authorization, um, and this and um, this Epic API and endpoint that offer in a free way to us as developers has their limitations, and one of them is that we can we can set we can set we can well I wasn't able to figure out how to handle the OAuth 2.0 from MuleSoft here and on development during the on an environment from development, you know. So I had to comment all this section from the validation, and so what I did was to handle with an open source and endpoint that is this one, the API fhir.org, and this is the one that I handle on one of the endpoints. So for here during the demo, the what is doing the application during when we are fetching the data from the patient, it's looking to this open source API, and if it's not found the patient, it's going to use the API that I create with the official Epic system. So this one I integrated with this method that I mentioned because for some reason it works. It works. It's handled. It led you to test the post um, the post request in a successful way. I wasn't able to do that with any point studio, and that is why I did it both integrations. So well, I wanted to share with you all also that we can we can integrate with this tool that Salesforce offered to us in an easy way. And it's really interesting that offers some predefined integrations in, well, it's practically automatically. The one disadvantage that has it's that just work with any it just work with their template, and we can modify any part of this integration. The benefit that has this one with any point studio is that we can implement modification if it's needed. If we need to handle with another endpoint, we can do it, or if we need to do another transformation or do another operation, we can modify it to the request that we are going to need. So well, that was what I wanted to share with you, how how works the the Anypoint Studio with Health Cloud, and also this integration setup that we can handle directly on the Health Cloud org. And also, any of you can request an Health Cloud org if it's interested in in do in work with another integration. There are a lot of integration that you can even imagine. There is a lot of use case, and this particularly is just kind of the surface of the integration that Health Cloud offered to us in, and was one of the that I can realize with free resources, because it's really difficult to get resources to make demos. Are very limited, the resources from Health Cloud systems, since it's the it's the one that works with the USA from clinicals on. All these systems are oriented just to USA on clinicals. That is why I think that is the most difficult to get some resources. So well, I wanted to share that this on during this workshop. I don't know if there is some questions. I'm going to share with you also the slides because here is all the resources that I collected. Um, and here is the connected app that I mentioned you. Is this one that I made. I don't know if any of you have some doubt. I know that it's a lot of information to process in a single presentation, but what I wanted to share with you is how can get well all these resources to practice with a real integration with Health Cloud from Salesforce.
Thank you very much, Uriel. I am about to start a project also with MuleSoft integration, so this was particularly interesting for me. And maybe I will ping you if I have doubts in the future. Thank you very much.
No problem. You can reach me through Slack.
Yeah, thank you, Riel. And this was very interesting. I'm already working with in a project that is related to the healthcare system in the US. So really interested how other systems handle this information. We already have a structure. We integrate with other system to EHR, other platforms to handle information about patients and everything. So it's really interesting how other systems works with MuleSoft. So great job, really
You're
interesting.
welcome, Christian. Yes, it's there is also a lot of clinical information that handle these systems, and also you can reach to this endpoint, and you are be able to see all the different kind of endpoints that handles also. And yes, also MuleSoft offer, like I mentioned, the templates in order to look for this, for how you can handle with all this information if you need it. And you're welcome. I'm going to share with you these slides, uh, but so in that way you can access to all these links.
Okay.
And well, so that was all for this workshop session.